To address you here today. My name is Robert Hubbard, and I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps. My journey to serving this great country started like many others. After high school, I attended junior college and worked at various jobs with no particular goal in mind or degree on the horizon. You know that day when your parent walks into your room and says, "Son, we need to have a talk." Yeah, it was that talk, and my dad was about to give it to me. There was a large military presence in my family, but in particular, the Marine Corps. Both my father and grandfather served in the Marines, along with 3 uncles. There were Army and Navy veterans in the family as well. I never thought it would be my fate, but once I signed on the dotted line and began my career, I realized it wasn't what I thought I needed, but exactly what I wanted. That day was September 14th, 1989. I had the good fortune to serve at some incredible duty stations in my 20-year career, building a life, marrying my wife, who is also a Marine, starting a family, and climbing the ranks. On July 4th, 2006, with 17 years of service behind me, I deployed to Al Anbar province, Fallujah, Iraq, in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. My unit deployed with Regimental Combat Team 5, the most highly decorated combat regiment in the Marine Corps. They had suffered great losses since the beginning of their deployment, 221 lives to be exact. I was a security platoon commander for Headquarters and Service Company, with 2 mobile security convoys and a security team at the Civilian Military Operations Center in the heart of Fallujah. During that time, we did over 250 patrols throughout the region. On September 29th at 2:01 p.m., my convoy was on a resupply mission traveling through the city center of Fallujah. Like every mission, you know the danger, but you rely on your training. This particular day was not like any other. Prayer had just concluded, and the locals were beginning to come out in the streets again. And just like that, it turned out to be not such an ordinary day. Our convoy, my vehicle, was attacked by a suicide vehicle bomber. It happened quickly, and within an instant, the vehicle I was riding in was blown up, caught fire, and knocked me unconscious. When I came to, I realized I was on fire, burning down the right side of my body while still inside my vehicle. I had head, back, knee injuries too. I was taken to the Civilian Military Operations Center in the middle of Fallujah and then medevaced out to Fallujah Surgical on Camp Fallujah. The regimental commander showed up while I was at the Civilian Military Operations Center to share with me that in the 3.5 years we had been in war, my team was the first he knew of to survive this type of bombing. Talk about survivor's guilt. I don't know why God spared me that day, but I know he was watching over me and my Marines. I know that he was holding us for a greater purpose. To this day, I reflect on that and know my life, along with everyone else that survived, were given a second chance. A chance to continue serving this country, to continue giving back to our communities, to coaching sports leagues, leading Boy Scout dens, working for nonprofit organizations, and in my case, now serving as a police officer. I don't know why I came home when thousands of others didn't, but I know I don't take that for granted. When I see a veteran wearing a World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Desert Storm, or Iraqi Freedom hat, I shake their hand and say thank you. On Veterans Day and Memorial Day, we take our kids to the cemetery to post flags at the graves of veterans. I know this is cliche, but freedom is paid with a price. All men and women that have served have given something of themselves, and many have given all. The families that stay behind when their loved one deploys to a combat zone, on a ship or on an unaccompanied tour, must carry on. Kids must still go to school. Activities attended to, bills paid, and holidays planned. Being a veteran means that your whole family serves and sacrifices, and I'm thankful to all the spouses, kids, parents, and friends that support their loved ones so they can continue with the mission. Veterans are the backbone of this country. There are almost 22 million veterans today, and nearly 8,000 here in Temecula. That's an incredible number of men and women that have served honorably and now contribute to thousands of communities in this country. There are no words to describe the pride I have for my fellow Marines, soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Coast Guardsmen. Our missions may be different, but our service to America is the same. While not everyone will serve in the military, everyone can serve their community, and I encourage all of you students to begin serving, even if it's just picking up trash around the school or helping a neighbor in need. Do a good turn. I want to end with a quote by Arthur Ashe. He was not a veteran, nor was there a military background in his family, but he did understand what strength and sacrifice meant. True heroism is remarkably sober, very undramatic. It is not the urge to surpass all others at whatever cost, but the urge to serve others at whatever cost. Thank you, and happy 242nd birthday, United States Marine Corps. And now, these are the numbers of our fathers, grandfathers, brothers, uncles, and our beloved friends who have sacrificed their lives to save us, our world, and our country.